TGN League of Legends Tournament number 3, powered by XSplit Broadcaster. My name is Awall, and joining me, boom, there's that reconnect, and joining me on this cast is Cromar here on the offstage. We're doing this sucker live with XSplit Broadcaster. Link in the video description below if you want to download this live streaming software. You can try it out for free or get a discount or do a giveaway. All the links are down there in the video description below. Cromar, how you doing? And tell me about these team matchups.
Oh, I'm very tired and irritable right now, Awall, honestly, and I resent the question. No, but seriously though, the teams here, we were actually kind of debating this in the Champion Select. We're not really sure which team has the advantage. It looks like, as far as their picks, because we have Taric and Urgot bot, which you know is really strong, and then Lulu and Ezreal. Lulu and anybody is strong, but the poke on that comp is crazy. Taric's heals will really help keep up with that, but otherwise, it's still a decent matchup. Ezreal, of course, is very difficult to gank, but Maokai kind of counters that a little bit with his root. So it's a little back and forth. There's no clear dominant presences here. I mean, mid we have Swain and Ahri. I'm really interested to see that fight because I don't really know who's got the advantage there. I mean, I would say Ahri because she's able to get away from Swain so easily. Her ult basically negates Swain's strongest ability, so I don't think that, but I don't think it's so clear cut. I mean, Swain is so powerful. I mean, he's the raid boss Swain, as we always call him. And late game, it could be really devastating. And then we have Darius. Darius is kind of a wild card. Sometimes he can screw up your game if he steals too many kills. Sometimes he could just carry the whole team to an easy victory. I'm really not sure. He hasn't been out that long, and he's kind of, his presence in the mate is kind of odd. So in my opinion, I don't think we can settle down with one team and say this team's definitely got the better comp. I will say that Amumu's overall the much stronger jungler, in my opinion. I think that Amumu, his contribution to the team is much larger. That doesn't mean that he's automatically the best pick because Maokai counters certain people better than he does. But in general, I'd say Amumu is a stronger pick. I'm also biased because I'm a big Amumu player, especially lately. I think I featured Amumu in the TGN Squadron Season 2, Episode 1 recently, and show how much I love Amumu. Been playing him quite a bit lately. He's kind of my go-to jungler at the moment. Rammus has kind of been set aside, so definitely some bias there.
Yeah, there's tons of bias there. Just so you guys know, blue team is Team Electric, and then red team is Team Falost. I hope I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. So let's talk about this. Well, before we talk about the bottom lane matchup, looks like we're going to get some mid action as Maokai is coming in here for the gank. Not going to really work out.
Oh, there's the cage.
Dealing some decent damage there, though. I'm going to hit my button because it looks like it wasn't live, and now I'm kind of weird and paused and lagged. There we go. Spectator mode is not perfect yet, but a decent amount of little damage being dealt there.
Yep, I am now live as well. Thank you for pointing that out. I was also 2 seconds behind. But whatever. But anyway, yeah, so she got caught by the cage. She doesn't have her ult yet, obviously, so it's very difficult for her to get out of. But it just wasn't enough damage. She was too close to the tower, and Maokai and Swain were not yet ready to risk it by diving at level 2. God forbid. You know, so they didn't do that. But, you know, let's see if there's anything going on with the really early game farm. Ezreal 23. Urgot being shut down. Urgot's really getting shut down on his farm, man. He's only got 9. Yikes.
He's pushed up against his tower right now, but looks like they're wanting to push out to remedy that situation. Ezreal, so difficult to pin down. I mean, really, it's just all you can do in this situation as an Urgot Terra combo is a quick Dazzle Shatter, one set of moves, and then back away. Do not chase him down. Don't let him juke you and continue to spam you. That's what he does. He backs up and he fires. So, looks like they made a wise decision there. One thing I do want to point out at the beginning of this cast, Team Electric is higher elo. They are higher elo going to this game. This is a community tournament, as we've said before, so everybody can get in. Team Electric, 2,000 plus elo, whereas Team Falost is like 1,600 to 1,700 range, I believe.
Yeah, we had a couple of upper 1700s in their team, as a matter of fact. And there's the first blood. I was able to catch on the camera just in the nick of time. It looks like Maokai just came in with a pretty standard gank on Ahri with a combination of both stuns coming one from Maokai and one from Swain. Ahri just could not get out. She does not have her ult yet, which is her primary escape mechanism. So that was a great job taking advantage of that pre-level 6 weakness that Ahri has. And she wasn't able to make it happen with Charm either. So that, first blood going already. That's definitely helps out. That's the lower elo team, by the way, getting to start with the first blood. So that's very
Darius getting hyper aggressive here, top lane. You see that? Looks like Lee Sin's going to head home now.
Kind of a waste of that ignite. I'm not really sure what he was thinking about that ignite, but that's okay. At least he got rid of him.
Yeah, I mean, if you could send Lee Sin home, that always helps. Chance for Darius to catch up a little bit. He is behind by 5 CS. I mean, Darius can do a decent job of keeping Lee Sin at bay. I mean, if Lee Sin closes in, I mean, just do that little AoE sweep, that PB AoE sweep, and, you know, it can at least keep Darius at a distance. Now Maokai picking up the top lane in the meantime.
Yep. That's going to help him catch up. Or help him get ahead a little bit, actually, holding that lane off of Darius. Maokai and Darius, Darius can't do much. Maokai's way too tanky. Darius is way too oriented with slowly whittling him down, and the bleed dot, which is just going to do nothing to him. So with that combo, I mean, I really can see Lee Sin and Maokai really messing up Darius' day. We pointed out in the team select he doesn't have flash. And there we go. This may actually work against him.
Here it comes. Maokai plus Lee Sin. There's the ignite. Pop that healing pot. I don't know if it's going to save him. The kill.
The flash would have if he had picked it, but he didn't.
If he had picked flash. When things look gross, use your ghost. Didn't help him in that situation, though.
Yeah. When you need to dash, just flash, you know.
There you go. Oh, my God. These are the ill rhymes I could have used earlier when I was beatboxing.
Spitting that truth, man. What can I say?
The truth shall set you free. And now Lee Sin is going to apply pressure to the tower. He did hit the tower briefly there. Let's see. He's hitting it. That's weird. He's sort of in a dominant position in this lane. I don't know why he wants to knock down the tower this early.
Yeah, maybe he just wants to get it low to get it ready for later. I don't know. But he's backing off already. Probably because he doesn't want to destroy the tower. Maybe partly because he just figures Darius is coming. Might as well not risk it. But down bottom, Maokai is sort of camping bot lane. Oh, look at that.
So gross.
Almost got away, but the crow picked her off at the last second. And there goes
hitting
Ahri.
Like a raid boss.
Yeah, Ahri's in a bad position. I mean, they really pressured the hell out of her in the beginning of the game, gave her that first blood. Now that she's way behind, Swain being ahead, I mean, out of all the AP champions, or all the champions anyway, one of the worst ones that you can let get ahead is Swain. I mean, almost anybody you prefer to have ahead than Swain. Swain being ahead is just a complete disaster for your team because once he gets to that point where his damage increases and his healing increases, and his durability is high enough that you can barely out damage his healing, and then you just can't kill him at all. He just stands in your team and drains their life. Swain is just a total beast. Look at him, level 7. I'm going to take this blue by myself. I'm Swain. Look at that. So now Swain has his blue. He's also one of the best champions to get blue because of the way his ult works. You can maintain that forever and ever and ever with blue.
It's so gross. Swain can be so powerful. I mean, one-on-one, I mean, you want to talk about a duelist, per se, in quotation marks. He's got it. He's got it on lockdown. Well, I'm seeing lots of pings here. A red ping by Dragon. Interesting. There's so many red pings in the woods. What are they worried about? I guess that they're pinging for counter jungle purposes?
They might be. They might be trying to do something there. They want to make a play. They've got a nice lead now, and they want to take advantage of that and really push it. Once you have that lead, CJ, take advantage of your lead to steal the red, stuff like that. Just kind of shove it in and not give them a chance to come back. Not take all those little advantages that they could have taken away from them. However, they didn't do that, so Amumu was able to get red really easily. Amumu is very vulnerable to ganks, or better, to CJs rather. He has a really tough time with them. He doesn't even have his blue now, which makes him essentially defenseless. So if they had invaded at that time, they would have been huge for them, but they didn't do it. They still want to go, though. You can tell from the pings they still really want to go. Swain actually had a chance for a move, but he didn't want to risk it going up against Ahri 2-on-1. He's like, come on, team, come with me. That was what he needs, a little bit of coordination, but they're actually busy bot. Maokai going for a huge game.
Oh no, the swap in the bottom lane, putting Pulsefire Ezreal right in a position to get dazzled.
Whoa.
The dazzle did not connect. The dazzle, I believe, was used on Lulu instead, which may allow, no, it did not allow Ezreal to live. Oh no, it's going to be a double kill here. Oh, is Lulu going to survive? There's no way she can get out.
Yeah, it doesn't seem likely, but we also have Swain and Ahri coming down. There's Taric stunning Ahri. She's under the tower. No, she did not need to come in there.
Lulu survived.
No!
Lulu survived.
Lulu lives. What an epic battle. The crazy thing that happened at the start of the fight, I don't know if you saw it, we were talking about how the auto-lock on Maokai's root works, where you can catch people after they teleport away. That's precisely what happened to Ezreal. Ezreal ported twice, and Maokai jumped across the whole freaking map. to catch him under the tower, and that's why Ezreal died. And that's that specific thing we were talking about, how Maokai is a good counter to those two specific champions, Ezreal and Ahri, who are good at dashing away. So
look at this Moo trying to make a move here on Swain. Popping the ultimate. Swain's ultimate's up as well. Can Pulse Fire Ezreal do enough damage in tandem with the Moo? Yes, they can take him down.
Finally.
But Moo gave up his life. This Taric is pretty much screwed right now. All he can hope to do is turn around and do a quick dazzle, which is cooling down right now.
He didn't have the mana for it. He didn't have the mana for it.
Yeah.
The only thing he could do is try to stay alive long enough for Urgot to get there to save him. But you saw how they had a huge advantage in that fight, but they still could barely kill Swain.
Darius.
What an execute. What an execute. Wow. So Blue coming back a little bit after some devastating losses, but they're starting to come back. They've actually pulled ahead on gold. It's really telling. I mean, their farm is clearly superior. I mean, the stats speak for themselves. You have like two people who are just way ahead of everybody else. So I mean, they're ahead on gold despite being down 1 kill is basically what's happening, and despite being down first blood as well. I think that they also have a really good chance of getting Dragon right now, because after they just showed their stuff, Tarek's trying to return to the battle. Urgot's being sent back. He's probably going to have to run away, because if he stays too long under this tower, he's screwed. There's a great chance for Dragon. I think Amumu wants it. I think Amumu, that's why he's got his oracles already. That's impressive. Wow. That eyeball's as big as he is.
That's a super, super early oracles, but I suppose it could pay off.
Yeah, it took out the Dragon Ward, could be huge. They really want that first Dragon because they want to steal this. I'm not sure if they're aware, because you can't see the gold totals in game, if they're aware that they're ahead on gold. I mean, I know it's a small amount, but it's still significant since they've been down all game. They've already pulled ahead on gold. I don't know if they're aware of that, so they may need that. They really want that Dragon. So Mumu is fighting it. Maokai seems to be unaware. He's just chilling. I mean, Dick was red, took his time there.
Well, that's kind of interesting. If picking up the oracles allows you to get rid of any wards in the area, and then you get your Dragon, obviously it paid for itself like 4 times over, right? Or 3 times over. So, kind of interesting to think about it from that perspective.
That's true. That's true. If the Oracle's got them the Dragon, which it may very well might have, then it was definitely worth the investment. On top of that, you have just the fact that you still have the Oracles. You can run around and do all kinds of other things with it. That's pretty smart. Yeah, I have to applaud them for that decision.
Top tower just went down. Lee Sin took it out. Little gold bonus for them. Gold pretty even, and I gotta say, I'm really liking this game so far. Despite the fact that Team Electric has like 500 elo advantage on Team Falost, you couldn't tell based on the gameplay that we've seen so far.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. We've actually seen Team Falost or Team FLT has done. They've really done well. I mean, they've. Especially at the start, and that pressure bot lane underneath the tower, that completely ongoing pressure starting with the Maokai jump in, I mean, that was really well done. I can't believe they didn't kill Lulu though. God, that was heartbreaking. Yeah. They didn't kill Lulu, and instead they gave up a kill. Maokai went super deep for it and died. Other than that, they executed all that perfectly.
Let's take a look at this CS right now, see if there's any major advantages going on. I mean, Team Electric does have a slight advantage in terms of AD, but I don't know. I feel like things are pretty even so far. They really are.
Well, it is. Yeah, it is still in a dead heat, just about. Close enough to a dead heat. But the thing is that Ezreal is getting farmed, and we saw in the previous game for Electric that Fei Long's Ezreal is just a complete monster when he was farmed. We saw some of those crazy slick moves, hiding behind trees, destroying the whole enemy team by himself. I think we got, a triple kill at the last fight in the last game that these guys played.
Pretty much every fight he was getting at least 2 kills per. And just ensuring that his positioning is just right. That it was really impressive.
It was really impressive. That's right. To go back to that previous game, what he was doing was him and Gragas were dueling. But anyway, we have a gank bottom.
Oh boy, Lulu, no, there's the root connecting there, and there's the ignite. Can Lulu get out? Can he get back to the tower? I mean, obviously they need to dive. Lulu, oh my gosh, is Lulu gonna survive?
Oh, turn around from Ezreal.
Oh, Lee Sin did not connect with the kick. It was just inches away from Lulu. Lulu able to survive, gonna hang around and just drop shields on people. No down in the meantime. Oh my god, this is disgusting how Team Electric is turning this around. Now chasing down this Taric, turning a terrible situation, turning lemons into lemonade, my friends. That was gross.
What a turnaround, amazing. We're gonna call it a successful bait from Lulu. who managed to pull their whole team through the tower, where Ezreal just turned around and got total vengeance. And here he is devastating Urgot one-on-one. There's your farm difference right there, plus a little bit of solid micromanagement as well. Swain had just picked up the Ahri kill in the middle of all that madness, and now they're trying to make him pay for it by chasing him across the map.
Swain going down now. That is awful.
Yeah, it was. It was. That's really bad for a red team. I think they're just throwing away their advantage. Thrown away isn't the word I'd use. I mean, they were so close to Lulu, but they overcommitted to that kill and paid for it badly. I mean, Ezreal just the Fei Long. Watch out for this guy, folks. Fei Long, Ezreal, their AD carry for Electric. He is he's electric. No, he's very exciting, and he's so good. What I was trying to talk about before that gank was in his previous game when he was facing off against Gragas in a big team fight around the top blue.
Right.
It was crazy because Gragas would jump through the trees for him, and he just poured across, and they ported back and forth. And the whole time, Ezreal was just totally untouchable by the enemy team. No matter where he stood, whether it was in the trees or out of the trees, he would always make sure that he was in a position where his position was perfect, completely perfect, and no one could hurt him. And he just sat back and murdered the whole team by one-touch triple kill.
Oh no, another Lulu bait in the bottom lane. Lulu barely escaping right now, and Urgot swap there on Ezreal allowed Urgot to get a little closer to Lulu. Are they going to sacrifice their lives again? They got the Lulu. They got the Lulu. But Ezreal's forced to pull back simply because of the quantity of creeps and the fact that he saw this Maokai coming down the river because of that Dragon Ward.
Yes, he did. And Runaway Swain, meanwhile, picked up another Ahri kill. Swain is now completely dominating mid. We kind of figured that would happen after that very first gank. And I think we could have predicted. I mean, I didn't predict that, but I think that thinking back, I should have predicted that. Pre-level 6, Ahri being a little, not that great at escaping, would put him in a bad position. This is an interesting move by Swain. He's really bit off
He knew
more
that
than he could
Maokai
chew.
was on the way, though. He told Maokai to come in. Amumu's ultimate did go up, securing the kill on Swain. Now this tree is in trouble. Look at the positioning on this Ezreal. The fact that he stayed just out of range, just on the other side of the tree.
Darius!
Oh my gosh.
Chopping that tree down. Maokai is now a stump.
Here comes again for the double kill.
Maokai is now a stump. And
just what you were talking about earlier with that Ezreal. His positioning was ingenious. He was staying, and people live stream can see it, but that little gap opening there before you get to the golems, just on the other side of the tree line, just pumping everybody full of lasers. It was beautiful.
That's how you do it, man. That's how these guys do it. And then, of course, Darius with the cleanup. What a dick. Taking all those kills away from him. Yeah, I think that it was really bad for Swain to go in when he did. I mean, he's their whole damage in that fight. If you figure that you got Taric and you've got Maokai there, wait for Maokai to go in, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Before you go in. I mean, you need that advantage. But he spent way too much time there by himself. Otherwise, they would have had him. I mean, they had him pretty damn low. So that's just wrong.
I missed it.
That's just disgusting. Well, let's just say it didn't go well for Urgot.
I'm going to jump back 15 seconds. Let's see what we got here. And basically, they moved in on Urgot, and he died. Alrighty then. Exciting.
Yeah, he moved in on Urgot, and he died. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. But yeah, there's the dragon kill for blue. Securing this number 2 dragon kill. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, the new version, the new patch that came out, has the new feature for spectator mode that shows when dragon kills, and it shows it very clearly. For the spectators, that's fantastic. But anyway, so thank you, Riot. Much requested feature. I have somebody's car alarm going on outside my window. That's fantastic. Hope my speakers aren't picking, or my mic isn't picking that up. But
I hope your speakers in your car are not getting jacked right now.
No, I can see the car with the lights flashing. I got my blinds open. I'm actually letting the sun in. I'm trying to improve my ability to I'm trying to cure my vampirism is what I'm saying.
Your vampirism?
I thought I'd ease out. Going outside during the day is too much. I can't do that yet. But
I don't think our audience can relate to that. So I think that you should just stop talking about this sunlight.
Sunlight. Yeah, I don't think our audience has ever heard of it. I think our audience, yeah, pretty much. Well, I don't know. I mean, sunlight's very terrifying to me. I prefer to only go out at night. No, but seriously though,
here's Darius chasing down top. You see how bold this Darius is? Just coming through the woods. Lee Sin obviously able to escape that situation, but here comes Mumu.
Way too mobile.
No, they know they're in the triangle bush. Is Mumu gonna get a bandage toss? No. Wisely deciding to pull back.
Yeah, that was well. I don't know. These guys are pretty tanky. I mean, you have the super escapes of Lee Sin, the tanky of Maokai. I think that Amumu and Darius, who are more, they're generated on burst. They probably couldn't do it. But speaking of burst, there's Maokai getting swept off his feet.
Fei Long is beast moding it so hard right now, and that was yet another, not by Lulu that time, but by Ari that time, yet another fabulous bait, which resulted again in a freaking Pulsefire Ezreal kill. These baits have been fantastic. They've been great baits. I mean, they've really pushed it to the limit and made it look like you really could secure that kill, and you couldn't. Oh no, looks like there's dive top. Darius ultimate. Oh no, is the Ignite gonna get the kill there? 19 health. No, the last tick. Oh my goodness, the very last tick. Ugh.
Ouch. I feel your pain, Lee Sin. I feel your pain. Ezreal just running around like a baller. He's like, I got no health. I don't care. There's no threats here to me. I'm Ezreal. I'm invincible.
How much did your skin cost, bitch?
Yeah. Skin means skill. That's what I hear.
Pretty sure. It's on it's what's on the outside that counts.
It's what's on the outside that counts. Yes, it is. Yes,
man, we're so hilarious today. Like, somebody pay us money.
No.
Anyway.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Bottom tower about to go down right now, and this Lulu has been doing a fabulous job all game, just doing exactly what she needs to do. 8 assists, and Ezreal has 8 kills. Go figure.
Yeah, assists. That's funny. No, you're absolutely right. I mean, they've been teaming up for every single. They've been sticking together the whole game. It's only just now they split up just a little bit, so Lulu could split push while Ezreal's farming bot. But as we just saw, Maokai's let's call it a quote-unquote gank on Lulu there. It did not go anywhere, and I think he realized not so much that it was dangerous, but that it was just a waste of his time. So he's like, screw it, I'm getting out of here. Yeah, at this point, the lead has really grown. I mean, it's not quite as devastating as some of the other routes we've seen today, but it's more a little closer to Electric's first game where they were, well, no, they were actually at a much tighter game in their first game, come to think of it. So this is a little bit more in their favor. They've managed to secure those dragons almost uncontested. I mean, there's been no real serious threat of dragon coming from red team from FLT, but that's okay. It's not over for them. They still have their Fed Urgot. They still have Urgot, who's not, well, Fed is probably an exaggeration, but he's still effective. He's damn. Oh, speaking of Urgot,
no.
Jesus.
Fantastic advantage taunts through the woods there, allowing Darius to secure that kill on Urgot. Oh my god, now it's a chase down situation. This Darius is on fire right now. Unbelievable. This is why he got his ghost. When it's looking gross, use your ghost, and he picked up 2 kills there. Mumu got 1. Oh my, this inhibitor's gonna go down already at the 23-minute mark. I was just about to ask you, Cromar.
Nasty.
What does Falost FLT need to do to win this game? And right now, I think it's summon a miracle.
I think it's start another game. Give that one a shot. Maybe
gosh.
they'll get an easier team. Electric just killing it, man. Electric's killing it. I called it in the first game. They're going to be the dark horse for this tournament. They're going to be the ones no one's expecting. Kind of like Hufflepuff's was last tournament, although they fizzled out at the end. They were quite impressive. This time, I'm looking forward to seeing more from this team. Well, they haven't won yet, actually. It's still early enough. We got the quick res timers, and they're able to fight them off. Urgot back alive. Yeah, it's funny. I was just talking about how Urgot was like their only hope, and then at that exact moment, Amumu grabbed him with a bandage from through the jungle.
Oh my! Completely negating all of Urgot's usefulness. If you engage Urgot first, then his ultimate is completely worthless. So that makes things quite interesting, and that's actually a great way to play against Urgot.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's true. That's true. Initiate on him first. It depends on positioning, you know. The positioning. Oh wow! Look at Ezreal's damage on those minions. Positioning is so crucial for any AD carry, and it's especially for Urgot because he has no escapes. You got to be back and you got to be firing like crazy. And then when somebody comes in, and you could use his ult not just for the swap but for the suppression too. You know, it's like a Warwick ult without the damage. So it serves a dual purpose. But another thing you can do is use it to protect teammates. If you're sitting back from a distance sniping safely and not taking any damage, your teammates getting messed up. You can swap out whoever's attacking them. And then you can defend them more evenly. And look at the pursuit across the map from Ezreal. The whole time I was talking, I thought he was going to give up, but he chased Maokai down all the way.
No, he had that on lockdown. I'm not sure. Is this Ice Mega Man right here?
I don't know what kind of Mega Man skin this is. It's just Mega Man. Ah, that's funny.
That's
Man.
so gross.
Poor
It's just
Maokai.
complete domination. Oh, there's the dragon. Now the gold is just out of control.
Yeah, there they go.
14k. 14k is the difference. Oh no. Urgot rage quit. He didn't really rage quit, but he did
No, he didn't
disconnect.
rage quit.
And there's the 5-0 surrender. So clearly it was not a rage quit. And I just gotta say,
So Wayne couldn't carry that team.
Bates. Man, the baits were so good. It yielded that Ezreal just to get so many kills and just fly out of control. Those 2 Lulu baits in the bottom lane set up the rest of the game for victory, and then that
Yes,
one clutch Ari bait in the mid lane sealed the deal. I don't know. What do you think?
Killer, man. That was... I don't know what to say, man. That was amazing. That was a hell of a play. Fei Long dominated this whole game from start to finish. Noble Frog with the crazy Lulu baits with no health. Several times. Only died once from baiting. As a matter of fact, only died once in total. She's Noble Frog's 0-1 and 12. So that one time was a bait that went. It was still in their favor, but he died. Other than that one death, every bait was a massive success where he got away with no health, and Israel just came up and murdered whoever was chasing him. I mean, there's nothing else to say about that. It was perfect. Mumu's ult was perfect. Darius's cleanup was perfect. So these guys, Electric, man, they got it going on, okay? They've got a serious team going right now. And I want to see them go up against Reboot. I want to see them go up against A&E. I want to see them go up against all of our best tournament players. So yeah,
all right.
Looking forward to them in the tournament next weekend.
That's 2 victories that we've casted so far from them. Yeah, the main event's next weekend, so... All right, another victory for Team Electric. Team Falost, I do want to see some more out of them because they showed us some solid gameplay early in that game.
Absolutely.
I feel like if they weren't up against such a solid high elo team, potentially this Team Electric can be top 3, top 4 in this tournament in the end. Given what they've shown us so far, I'd like to see Falost maybe play somebody in more comparable elo, and that could be a really exciting matchup. So
it could.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. If you want to see our brackets, link will be in the video description below if you're watching this on YouTube. If you want to live stream yourself, XSplit Broadcaster is sponsoring this tournament. We're using XSplit Broadcaster to live stream this right now. Link in the video description below. You can try it out for free. You can get a discount on it. And also, there's free copies being given away on Twitter. Links in the video description below to check those out. Or if you're watching live, a button that says XSplit on it is right below the live stream box. Thanks for casting with me, Cromar.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. I'll see you next game.
Yes, indeed. See you guys with some more tournament action coming right up.